Hi there, it's Ken. Welcome along to Get English Tips number 8. And I hope you're enjoying this Get English Tips series. Get 101 English tips. And I hope you're finding at least one thing useful. As long as you find at least one thing useful, fantastic. It's just, like learning English, it's not a one size fits all. Some people learn, or everyone learns in different ways, and some things are more motivational for some than for others, etc. There isn't a one size fits all. So the idea here is to give you as much advice or tips and guidance on how to learn. Because, sometimes how to learn is probably more important than what to learn. So, and this has been taken from my own experience traveling the world. I think I mentioned before, I've lived and worked in more than 50 countries around the world, and I've been lucky enough to pick up another few languages. And so it's come from my experience. And I've also taught, about more than 7,000 students in classrooms around the world and also online. So all of these tips come from a collective, from all that experience. So hopefully you'll pick up something that is, is going to help you. And today's English tip number 8 is to make English really personal to yourself. I always feel that if you make something personal to yourself, learning your vocabulary, etc., it's going to become much easier and you're going to learn a lot more. So English tip number 8 is always try and explore different ways of saying the same thing. This will make your English so much more interesting, and it shouldn't be too difficult because you already know the basics. So for example, how many ways can you say goodbye or hello in English? Find that way that you prefer, that you like, and then make it personal to you. For example, I always say to people, how's things? Just like how are you doing, for example, yeah? How are you? How's things? This is my personal greeting when I see people. It's what I most commonly say. Not all the time, but most of the time, the majority of time, I will say hi. How's things? Or I will say hiya instead of hello or hi, hiya. So there's different ways that we can say things, and if you make it interesting for you, you then make it personal and it sounds much better. Okay, so I guess it's just like your own language. You have your own personal ways of speaking your own language. Yeah, it's the way that you prefer to speak, and it's the same in English. There'll be different ways of saying things in your own language. It's exactly the same in English. So always find different ways of saying something, and find which one really interests you, which one really you enjoy saying the most, which one suits your personality. Some things in English just don't suit my personality, so I have different ways of saying things, because if I said it, it wouldn't sound too good and I wouldn't feel good about saying it. So make it personal, okay, and of course make it appropriate to the situation. Very important as well, okay. Some words, they can only be used in certain situations, so we have to watch out for that, okay? Formal and informal kind of thing, okay? So don't forget to find out all about synonyms, phrasal verbs and idioms. They can really bring colour to your English vocabulary and your English language. And this is what language is all about, bringing colour to what you are saying. Not saying the same things, grey, boring, but finding your own colour and your own enthusiasm when you are speaking English. When I'm speaking to my students, some of them tell me that they find it boring using the same vocabulary all the time. They find it quite grey. And this is where this Get English tip comes in really handy. I get them to write something like as an assignment, perhaps, their past experience, for example. And then I'll pick and choose words and phrases and give them others, okay, and then give them another assignment to rewrite it using that other words and phrases instead. just a different way of expressing the same story. Obviously, you know, Google and a dictionary is not perfect for this, so we go through it again in class with both assignments, and then we make it really personal for them. And also as well, remember, it really kind of helps to mix and match your vocabulary and the ways to express yourself. In English, there's so many different ways and words all saying the same thing. I know in Scotland, in the UK, it rains all the time, right? And there must be about 20 different words for the word rain, or to describe how it's raining. It's like the old saying, you know, the Eskimos have more than 50 words for the word snow. So, you know, try and find out these, listen in movies, etc. What do you like the sound of, and bring them into your own vocabulary. You know, one thing I realized when I started learning Spanish, you know, many years ago, was that I wanted to say something differently. When I tried to translate it in my own mind back into English, it didn't sound natural to me how I wanted to say it. So I started looking at different ways on how to say the same thing. And it really kind of helped me express myself better in Spanish. So I started encouraging my English learning students to do the same thing, to find things, you know, better ways or more personal ways to express themselves in English. And as a reminder, you know, when we speak our own language, we say things and we have words that we prefer. You know, it sounds good to us. So find out what sounds good to you in English and start using it. Okay, so start thinking, what do you like the sound of? How does this suit your own vocabulary? If you like the sound, if you like the expression, then start using it. This is why it's really important to find out different ways to say regular expressions that you're going to use often. Find the ones that really kind of suit you, you know. So that's English tip number 8. You know, find out different ways to say the same thing. Make it personal. Make your English personal for you. Put your own personality and your own feelings into what you are saying. Now, if you're on the GetEnglishTips.com website, you've got your free account. There's a little task for you, a couple of examples of how to say the same thing but in different ways. You're more than welcome to go on to sign in and go into this assignment on the website. If you've not yet created your free account, there should be a link somewhere here that you can go in and create your own free account. You'll get all the video lessons, all the tests, all the downloads, resources, community, etc. You're more than welcome to join. And of course, Get English Tips is free. So if you have friends or family that you think might help, let them know about this. Get them to subscribe for free and get them learning English also. Get them learning quicker and working smarter and learning faster. Okay? And obviously, if it's free, then if you're willing to make a donation, buy me a cup of coffee. I'd love that. My morning fuel for my work in the morning. There's a link somewhere here as well. Much appreciated if you can. If not, no worries. If you can, be fantastic. So that's Get English Tips number 8. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you'll love to get some feedback on any of the English Tips series we've done. If there's anything you want to ask, please feel free to get in touch. There's a comment section if you're on the website here. Leave some comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in Get English Tips number 9 very, very soon. So take good care. My name's Ken. Bye for now.